things together. As we proceed, we're going to be doing a lot of things together. So I'll need everybody to pay attention. Pay attention to me as I'll be sharing my screen. Please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Oluwaye Missy, please. Okay, I've helped that house. If you're connecting to a meeting, ensure that your microphone is mute. Ensure that your microphone is mute. Goes a long way. So, if you can see my screen, good. You know, in trainings like this, don't wait for the recording to come to you from anywhere. What you can do for yourself to make things easy is you can do screen recordings of the meeting by yourself. You can do screen recording, you can make sure you're taking notes, you can make sure you're jotting things down of meetings like this. It's very, very important and crucial. Please, if anybody is connecting to a meeting late and the person is not able to connect, please, it's not my fault. I'm managing about 4 devices, to have very sweet meeting, and that is why I may not have the time to be accepting latecomers down to meeting. So everybody should connect on time. It makes it easy for us to flow through. All right, I'll be talking about personal branding. Your personal brand is you. Your personal brand is you. Your personal brand are the unique things that people should see about you. Your personal brand is who you are. Who you are. And at the same time, your personal brand is your life history. It's your life history. Your personal brand. So when I say your life history, your personal brand is your story. Your story. Very important. And your personal brand is your personal qualities. Now look at all these things that we're mentioning now. I am sure a lot of us in network marketing, we don't even think in this direction. All we're looking for is people. All we're looking for is PV. All we're looking for is results. But do you know that there must be a kind of magnet that brings this result to you? When you see a magnet and you see a nail, you see an iron, the iron and the nail, in as much they are within the same magnetic field, what will happen? They will connect themselves, they will attract. If your life is a magnet with some personal branding, people of like minds, people that are like you, will naturally be connected to you. Am I making sense at all? People who think like you, people who behave like you, people who reason like you, they will be magnetized to you. They will be magnetized to you. So the question is, who are you? What do you really stand for? Who are you really are? It goes a long way. And that's why I'll be talking about building your personal brand. Building your personal brand. It goes a long way. Though a lot of us don't think about personal branding. We think it is just easy to just behave anyhow, talk anyhow, reason anyhow. But the question is, ask yourself, what do people really know you for? When people see you, when people talk about you, what do they know you for? Your personal brand goes a long way. It goes a long way. So, in introducing this, we're going to be looking at this. I want to welcome every one of you first to the presentation. And this is all about building a strong personal brand in the network marketing industry. This is all about building a strong personal brand in the network marketing industry. In this chapter, we will explore strategies for creating a compelling personal brand that reflects your values, your expertise, and your unique selling proposition. In this chapter, we're going to be looking at strategies on creating your compelling personal brand, what people will know you for, what you will stand for, that will reflect your values, your expertise, what you can do, your unique selling proposition. Your unique selling proposition is known as your USP, your unique selling proposition. What is your selling point? What is your selling point? What is actually your selling point? All right, moving on. Moving on, we need to look at this very well. We will also discuss leveraging social media platforms. All of us are on social media. Google Meet we're using is part of social media. You have WhatsApp, you have Telegram, you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, social media. Leveraging social media platforms to enhance your personal branding efforts. So how can you enhance yourself? How can you put up an image that will make a lot of sense about you out there? What image will you put up? You don't understand. Another thing we'll be looking at is, okay, let's first of all exercise this question. Why is personal branding important? I think this is a germane question we need to ask ourselves. Why is your personal brand very important? Why is your personal brand very important? Personal branding is the process of establishing and promoting your unique identity and professional reputation. I'll take it again. Personal brand is the process of establishing and promoting your unique identity and professional reputation. Now, the process of establishing and promoting your unique identity and professional reputation. What is your reputation? Our business is a business, is a business. When you talk about DD Solola Network, talk about DD Africa. DD Solola Network, DD Africa, it's my brand. In network marketing today, some people know me as Boss Group. When you see some people, you say boss, 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 boss. It's my brand. What is your brand? When you see some people, the first thing you see about them is, this one is a crook. When you see some people, the first thing some people say about them is, this one is a rogue. When you see some people, the first thing people say about them are negative things. What do people say about you? What character do people see? And you know, the character you carry is the same character you confer on your team. Am I making sense at all? If I'm making sense, can somebody unmute and say I'm making sense? Now, the character you carry is what you confer on your team. If I'm making sense, somebody should unmute yourself and say, I am making sense. Let me be sure I am making sense. Let me be sure. Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on. Thank you. Let's move on. Now, your personal brand is the identity that you confer. And that identity is what you put upon your team. If you're an arrogant person, when people want to talk, they say, look at Dile's team. They will say, look at Titi's team. They're very arrogant. That becomes your personal identity, your personal brand. If you're a saucy person, if you're a proud person, they will say, look at that team. They're very proud. They behave the same way because it is what people say about you that it confers on your team. That it confers on your team. So your personal brand is like your identity. It's like your name. It's like your name. So, and this confers your professional reputation. You want to attract people. Are the people even attracted to want to work with you? When the people see pictures of you, do they even like your personality? Do they like your personality? That's the question. You know, some days ago, I tried to connect with some guys online, and I invited him to my seminar online. I think he's in Ibadan, precisely. And when I communicated with him, and he responded to me, he said he was in Ilorin. As we were talking, from our conversation, the guy just said, "Is this Didi Sulola network?" I said, "Yes." He said, sir, I've been following your videos. In fact, I've been loving to meet you and this and that and that. At that junction, I just kept quiet. What does it mean? It means people already know me. They know me for something. They don't know me to be a thief. They don't know me to be a cheat. They know me to be a business person. I'm in network marketing. That's my hustle. That is my identity. That's my brand. As far as Nigeria is concerned today, they can't say EFCC is arresting people because they don't know what they do and they want to arrest me because I know what I do. Everybody that sees me know what I do. What do people know you for? What do people know you for? You have to create a brand people can know you for. If you really want to attract people, if you really want to grow people, you have to build on a reputation. You have to build on a reputation. Let's move forward. You have to build on a reputation. So, if you look at it, your personal brand helps you stand out from competition. Your personal brand helps you stand out from competition. It builds trust with your audience and it attracts new opportunity. I'll take it again. Your personal brand helps you stand out from competition. It builds trust with your audience and it attracts new opportunity. I don't want to know how many leaders exist in your life in the network marketing industry. In DD Africa, we stand different, we stand unique, we stand tall. We look inward because we believe we have all it takes to beat every competition. Can you say that to yourself? Now, with the brand that we have, we build trust. You're on this meeting, I call for a meeting, you connect. It's because you trust me. People bring money to business. It's because there's a trust we have built. And that trust definitely attracts opportunity. That's why you discover you get to some places and somebody will ask you, how can you do this thing? Because you have created a personal brand. If you don't create a brand, you don't create a name for yourself, even if you're in DD Africa, you will not stand out in competition. You'll just be there. In DD Africa, do people even know you before they will even know you in your life, before they will even know you in the network marketing world? How well does people know you? Have you even become a brand that people should know? Or you are just avoiding being known? Then it means you're not a brand. And if you're not a brand, you cannot succeed. And new opportunities will not show up if they don't know you. Have you come across situations whereby somebody just recommend you for a presentation because they know that you do presentations? Has it happened to you before? If it has happened to you before, let me see your hands up. You just got a call that somebody recommended you for a presentation just because they know that you handle presentations. Can I see your call? Or somebody just call you to come and do something for them because they know that you do it. That is your brand. So it is not you that is speaking at that place. It is your brand that is speaking on your behalf. So your brand opened doors for you. Your brand opened doors for you. So your brand is your name. Your brand is your identity. Your brand is your work. Your brand is what you do. Your brand is what you do. So you must understand that this is very important. In network marketing, a strong personal brand can significantly impact your success and differentiate you from other representatives. Miss Tolu is different from Miss Faith because of what they represent. Miss Faith is different from Miss Fatty because of what they represent. So what you represent is your brand. You too must be different from other people because you must represent something. You must represent something. You must represent something. And that something that you represent has to be something positive. The law of attraction really works. But you are the one that will attract people to yourself. You attract money to yourself. So your brand is your identity. It speaks on your behalf when you are not there. Whether people take you serious or people does not take you serious, it is your brand. I've seen a lot of people come in, they are very serious, and they come to tell me and say, sir, can I change my team leader? It happens very well. Why? Because the moment they see the team leader, the first thing they see is on seriousness. If people see you and they see on seriousness, then it means that is your brand. So what do people see first? I tell people over and over, I said, people don't join business. Forget what you say about business. It is you people join. That the business is so good, it gives a lot of money. That lot of money does not enter some people's head. What enter people's head is the person they are joining, the person that is talking to them about the business. What does the person stand for? So you ask yourself over and over, what do you stand for? And what you stand for is what differentiates you from other team or other representatives of the company. Some are known for gossipers. You say, that one is a gossiper. Some are known to be backbiters. Some are known to be full of negative, bad influences, bad attitude. That's your brand. So if your brand is corrupt, nothing will work. If your brand is lazy, nothing will work. So you need to put more effort in working on your brand. That's your name. That's your identity. That's what you stand for. It is when you work on your brand that people can get attracted to you. So you have to work on your brand positively. I said it earlier. I said if you have team members that you love, you need to connect them to connect to this meeting ASAP. We don't have time to waste here, but we have important things to discuss. Your brand. Everywhere you are, people should know you to stand for something, to stand for something good, not something bad. Your brand. Your brand. Another thing is, let's look at your brand helps you to define your personal goals. So, how do you even define the brand itself? How do you define your brand? How do you define your brand? Let's look into it. Start by understanding your values, your passions, and your strengths. Please, can you sit down for a few minutes and just ask yourself, what are my values? What do I really stand for? What are my passions? What are my strengths? Can you ask yourself this question? Can you ask yourself these questions? What are my brand, my values? What are my passion? What are my strengths? What am I known for? You must know your strength. For me, my strength is communication. My strength is talking to people. My strength is organizing things. So I know my strength. And I put my strength to work in this business to keep going all the time. When things go down, I look at my strength, I pick up my strength, I use my strength to keep driving things back. My strength, my passion. So strength comes from your passion, your values. Your value is what you stand for, what you really stand for. He who stands for nothing will fall for anything. Oh, am I making sense at all? He who stands for nothing will fall for anything. Fall for anything. That's why you discover if you're a young lady, you don't have values, for instance, any man will come and you fall for them because you don't have value, you don't have standard. If you're a man, you don't have standard, anything goes. So anybody who does not stand for something will fall for anything. And anyone who falls for anything cannot be trusted. Anyone who falls for anything cannot be trusted. So you have to understand yourself. If possible, get a paper. As you're listening to me now, be writing it down. Your values, your passion, your strengths. Because these are things that will help you to navigate the stormy waters of success in the industry. Everybody has a unique thing you can do. But the problem is when you don't identify that thing you can do uniquely. Everybody is unique at one point or the other. See, you cannot be bad at everything. You cannot be poor at everything. They call this, you say, I can't do it. You call that, you say, you can't do it. They call that, you say, you can't do it. Then what can you do? You can't be bad at everything. You just have to be good at something. And when you are good at something, that thing becomes your strength. That thing you are good at in the business becomes your strength. That is what you build your brand around. That's what you build your brand around. So, what are you good for? Another thing is, what do you want to be known for? This is how to create your brand. You must know your values. You must know your passions, your strengths. Then you must also know what you want to be known for. What sets you apart from other people? For me, I want to be known for discipline. I want to be known for integrity. I want to be known for touching lives. I want to be known for for lifting people the best I can. People who are ready, who are available. I want to be known for support, giving my best to people who are willing to be worked with. So you, what do you want to be known for? Don't copy my value. Don't copy what I stand for. I am daily. You are who you are. You must have your own peculiarity. If you don't have your own peculiarity, then you are standing on nothing. You are standing on nothing. And when you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. I've seen people fall for not anything in this business. They just follow crowd. When their friend come into business, they come into business. When their friend is leaving, they too they leave because they stand for nothing. They stand for nothing. So ask yourself, what do you really stand for? What do you stand for? What do you wish to stand for? What do you want people to know you for? These things are very, very critical. Very critical. I can see a lot of people are connecting to this meeting. You can still do your team members a favor, or your new team members, or your existing team members. Do them a favor by connecting them to this training. Share the link with them. Let them be part of this training. It will help them a lot because who you are is what determines what you achieve. You can't succeed better than how you think. You can't succeed better than your brain power. You can't succeed better than your brand. You can't succeed better than your image. Who you are goes a long way. So let's move on. Let's move further. Let's move further. Let's move further. Another thing we need to look into is that you need to identify your unique selling proposition. What's your selling point? What is your unique selling proposition? The specific value you offer to your audience that others don't. If you want people to join you, what are you offering them? What are you telling them? What are you even telling them you will offer them? What are you telling them your business will offer them that others won't offer them? You must have a unique thing. Your brand must have a unique thing. Family support program is a brand. There must be a unique thing you are offering that will make the people say, yes, and I will work with these people. And I will work with this team. And I will work with this person. And I will stay with this person. And I can grow with this person. There must be something you are offering. So ask yourself critically, what are you offering? What are you offering? What is your unique value proposition? Another thing is consider your target audience and how you can align your brand with their needs and aspirations. I've said this 10 times without number. In Nigeria, what is the greatest need of an average Nigerian? Research has proved it that more than half of Nigerian population are extremely poor, living below poverty. So if more than half is extremely poor, it means the remaining half, majority are on the average income. So poverty is the problem of Nigeria. And average Nigerians will tell you, before I travel, I beg, make I see something hit. So what does it mean? Why do people want to japa? The average people want to japa is because they don't have money. They are broke. And they think that there's a greener pasture somewhere. The land is green somewhere. Somebody water the grass. Grass no green anywhere. That's why you discover if you make money in Nigeria, you will not feel like traveling. I'm currently connecting with you from the US. I'm enjoying myself in US, but the simple truth is I feel like being in Nigeria because there's money in Nigeria. If you actually know what to do in Nigeria, it's like you're picking money on the floor. I'm telling you. So you have to consider your target audience and how you can align your brand with their needs and aspirations. So what is your brand? What do you stand for? You are representing a wellness company, wellness products. Then what are you giving out? Do you even identify the problem of the people? Do you even understand what their major health challenge is? You must know what they need. You are representing a company, that offers opportunity in building network. The question is the people you want to connect with, what is their greatest need? Is money their problem? If money is their greatest challenge, and you're telling them come and travel, they will tell you who is interested in travel. In fact, some will even tell you you want to go and use them to do money ritual. You want to go and use them to do prostitute because what you're offering them is not what they need. They will talk rubbish because you're offering them what they don't need. So you must first of all understand who your targets are, and you must understand. Yesterday we talked about targets. You must understand what is even the needs of this target. That's why we created family support program. I introduced you to you yesterday. In family support program, 3 things we're focusing on: family relationship, family health and wellness, and family finances. The reason is because most families are going through these 3 problems. Most families are going through these 3 major problems, and the most important is money in the family. When there is money in the family, they can get good health, they can build on good relationships. But when there is no money, I tell you the truth, there is problem. There's problem. So you have to consider what people need so that you can know what you're pitching to them. Now let's move on. Another thing that is very important is now you now need to know how to craft your brand message. When you know what people need, you now need to know how to craft your message to invite them, to get them connected to you, So how do you craft your message? To craft your message, you must develop a clear and concise brand message that communicates your unique selling points and resonates with your target audience. Join me, an opportunity for you that will change the situation of your family currently. Join me as I introduce you to the head of the team for an interview tomorrow. You're sending this message to somebody you know personally, and you know that that person has family challenge. So what does it mean? You have created a message to invite that person, targeting his challenge. Somebody has been looking for a way to travel. Why don't you tell the person, I know you very well, and craft a message across to that person? Craft a message across by letting the person understand that join me as I introduce you to our head of HR who has traveled over 26 times, and it can link you up on how you can process a traveling opportunity. You've crafted a message. Somebody is not able to pay his children's school fees. You have identified that problem. Why don't you craft a message and said, having considered everything you have gone through, I look forward critically to how well I can help. And I discovered that what you need is a massive opportunity that will solve your problem permanently. Hence, I've discussed with our head of team, and he will be willing to meet with you on how he can provide an opportunity for you to solve this massive problem you are having. So join us tomorrow by so time, fixing appointment. Look at that message. You are crafting it to meet what the person needs, and you are selling that thing will be solved. Your message must be concise. You know, see, this thing is not what somebody will sit you down and teach you. It's something that you yourself need to develop yourself to a point that you can diversify, you can walk around, you can make a lot of things happen with. It's an information. First of all, ask yourself, okay, what is my personal need presently? My current need. Anything that is your need can be used to attract you for anything. So you can only use people's need to attract them. Whatever need they have, if you don't know it, you can't attract them. People are not difficult. You are the one not getting it. So you need to understand their need for you to know what proposition you're giving to them. Another thing is use storytelling techniques to connect with your audience. So you can see the first thing is know their need. The second thing, know how to invite them. The third thing is use a very good story to be able to meet up their needs emotionally and make your brand more relatable. You have invited somebody for a session. Your team leader is going to handle this session. Before the session starts, why don't you connect with your team leader and say, sir, you see this person I invited. This is the major problem. This is the major problem. This is why I invited him. So that when the person is telling his or her story, the person can connect that story to that person's life. And if you are the one who's going to do the session on a one-on-one basis, you make sure that the story you are telling is connecting and is relatable to the person's problem. Once it is, then you've nailed it. You've nailed it. Another thing is focus on the benefits and solution you provide rather than just the features of your product or services. You see some people when you are doing presentation, their presentation is not powerful because they talk irrelevancies more than meaningful things. You will make money. You make money. You travel. You will make money. You travel. But the concern is how much money? How can they make that money? Benefit and solutions. No need for irrelevant motivation. Do you know that Steve Jobs, in fact, Steve Jobs founded Apple. Steve Jobs founded Apple. No. Sometimes dwelling on what the benefit of what you have to offer in relation to what the person's problem is what the person is looking for. It's what the person is looking for. Then, when you create a brand, you know how to understand people. You know how to invite people. You know how to connect with people. Then you have to be consistent at doing it. And I think, to me, this is where 90% of network marketers have problem. You do it today, you don't do it tomorrow. And let me tell you the truth today, consistency leads to congratulation. It is what you keep doing over and over that becomes your brand, that you stand for, that becomes part of you. So you have to be consistent with the activities that has made you unique. Consistency is crucial in building a strong personal brand. Very crucial. Consistency is very crucial. Ensure that your brand elements, such as your logo, your color, your tone of voice, are consistent across all platforms. When you are talking, let people know you are the one. Don't imitate anybody. Be consistent. When you are inviting people, let people know that is how you invite. Don't imitate anybody. Be unique. Be unique in what you do. Be unique in your own activities. Be unique in your own way of doing your business. Do it your own way. That's your brand. Consistency. Consistency leads to congratulation. Consistency leads to congratulation. So be consistent in the way you present yourself, in your dressing, in your look, both online and offline. Be consistent. Be consistent in the way you do things, in the way you get things going. You don't understand? Both online and offline makes me remember I was inviting somebody to a Google Meet program some days ago, and the person said, Why don't we use Zoom? And I asked the person, I said, Is it because of you? We will change everything we have been doing to Zoom. No, Google Meet is good. Let's meet on Google Meet. You don't understand? The link is the same. Let's meet with that link. Be consistent with what you are doing. Consistency goes a long way. Consistency goes a long way. Another thing is consistency builds trust and makes your brand more memorable. It makes people remember it. Makes people remember it. Makes people remember it. And it makes people trust you. When you show up all the time, you are consistent with what you do. Your team members will trust you. The people you are bringing to your business will trust you. You see, a lot of people may not have paid for registration, but the fact that they come and they see you, they are excited and they are willing to work with you. Some of you, the problem is when your people come, they don't even see you. You are not consistent. They are the one now calling you. Hello, I came for training. I didn't see you. I said, I traveled. I went somewhere. You see, tomorrow the person will not come. Because the person knew from scratch that you are the one who invited him. He wants to work with you. But he's not seeing you consistent. At the long run, the person will just see on seriousness. That the brand, the image the person will see is an inconsistent, incoherent image. And that's the image of a failure. So consistency builds trust and makes your brand memorable. Don't forget that your brand is your name. So it makes your name memorable. Another thing you can use to build your brand is to know how to leverage social media. Leverage social media, connect with people online, create content, put it somewhere. Every day of your life, create a reel. Facebook does reel. WhatsApp does status. You don't understand? Why don't you create a short video, 30 seconds video, put it on your WhatsApp, put it on your reel, on your Facebook reel. Let it keep trending. Let people keep seeing it and put it there at the end of it all. Please like and share. Please like and share. Just say something. Just say something. Let people know you for something. And that will become your brand. So leverage social media. Social media platform offer powerful tools for personal branding. Personal branding. So you have to choose the platform that align with your target audience and industry. Even if it is dance, you like how to dance, then create a TikTok and start dancing challenge. Let people know you for something positive. You should not exist without being known for something. People are trending for wrong reasons. If people can trend for wrong reasons, why don't you trend for good reasons? If people can trend for wrong reasons, why don't you trend for good reasons? Make a professional and engaging profile that reflects your brand image. Go and edit your profile. Go and snap a very good picture, a studio picture. Put it as your profile picture. You don't understand? Look professional. You don't understand? Don't just put anyhow things. You see, at this stage of yours is not the stage where you are eating Indomie, you are snapping it. My dinner tonight, Indomie and egg. No, you will not look unserious. You will not look serious, rather. You look unserious. Don't forget, the person you had invited to join your business is following you on social media. Am I making sense at all? The day you add the person's number on your phone is the day the person starts seeing your WhatsApp status. So what you post matters. And the person want to see is seen through your post, whether you are really represent a serious brand or you don't even represent a serious brand. Your brand goes a long way. You don't need to have a different name from DD Africa. If you can have a name, time out with Muji, time out with Titi, time out with Casey, fine. It's your brand. But you see that name God has given you is even a brand from heaven. People are looking at you. People are watching you. People are looking at what you do. People are looking at what you do. They can see whether through you, whether you're consistent with what you are doing or you are not consistent with what you are doing. And that determines whether they will do it with you or not. That's why you discover some people are watching you. You have invited them since January, they did not join, but they keep watching you. They're checking your status, they're checking everything. Then in June, they will call you. They say, that business you call me for, I think I'm ready to do. Why? Because your status has ministered to them. Your image has ministered to them. Your brand has ministered to them. Over 6 months, they have watched you and they have seen that you're serious. I'm telling you the truth. But if along the line they are watching you, they see incoherence, they see inconsistency, they see that this one is not serious. You are representing a company today, tomorrow you are posting another company. You say you are doing a business, tomorrow you are posting shoe and bag, you are posting clothes. They can see incoherence. They say, is this the person I'm going to follow? So share valuable content regularly, such as tips, insights, and success stories. Every day, share a success story of somebody in business. Create a story, read a story, ask for a story. Share something on your timeline, on your status, on your social media pages that people will always see. People will always see. People will always see. Some of you today, you have over 2,000 people on your contact. But you know that those 2,000 people, they have the power to see all your status every day on your WhatsApp. So why don't you share something that people will always see, that will make them ask questions to want to know what is really happening? Another thing is engage with your audience, respond to comments and messages, and build genuine connections. When you post something and people respond, when people comment, even if they like, engage them, chat them up, respond to them, communicate with them. You discover at the long run, somebody is already interested in your platform, in your business. Is interested in your brand, but it's starting with hello. If you don't respond hi, it started with liking your page. If you don't respond to the person, the conversation will not get to the point where the person will tell you, I've been looking up to what I can do, and I think you have something. Please tell me more. Engage with your audience. Am I making sense today at all? Am I really making sense? Another thing is build your online presence. Build your online presence. It's still part of what we are still talking about. Building your online presence. Beyond social media, consider building your own website, your blog, to establish a central hub for your personal brand. Your name can be used as a website. It's a domain name. Have you considered it? Have you considered Oyebola Titilayo, Tolulope.com? Have you considered fetajifowowe.com? Have you considered your name as a .com? And have you considered an information about your name? When people type on social media, they type your name, what will people see about you? So beyond using Facebook, beyond using WhatsApp, your name is important. Your name is important. So you can leverage on that too, and you can use it to share a lot of things. Another thing is share in-depth content that showcases your expertise and provides value for your audience. Share in-depth content that provide value to your audience. Another thing is very simple. Optimize your website for search engines to increase your visibility. Search engine optimization, let people see you more, let people see what you do, even if it's not website, even if it's a Facebook page. Why don't you sponsor your page? Sponsor your page so that people can see you more. It goes a long way. Sponsor your page so that people can see you more, for what you represent. Another thing is when people see you more, when people can see you more, what happens? They collaborate with you. So you too become an influencer. You to collaborate with influencers or industry experts to expand your reach and credibility. I know one thing for sure. If you connect with me on Facebook and you do 1 or 2 programs with me, everybody in DD Africa will know you. If you do 1 program with me, everybody in DD Africa, both in Sierra Leone, in Kaduna, everywhere, everybody will know you. And everybody that know me will know you. So imagine you now collaborate with somebody who is more influential. It means people will know you more. People, you know what? They will know you more. So collaboration goes a long way. That's why you need your team. That's why you need your leaders sometimes. Don't ever stand alone to say you are doing things. You are doing nothing when you stand alone. You are doing nothing. Another thing is you need monitoring and adapting. You need monitoring and adapting. Continuously monitor your personal brand performance and adapt your strategies accordingly. Always look at how you are doing in business. Look at how you are doing. Pay attention to feedback from your audience that make adjustment as needed. Pay attention to feedback. The number 1 audience you have is your team member. Pay attention to them. Your team members, your team leaders, they are the number 1 fan that you get. They are the number 1 audience you get. Pay attention. Because that is your immediate circle. Pay attention. Then extra circle out there, then you cannot begin to pay attention. Another thing is stay updated with industry trends. Know what your business is. Know what the industry is all about. You don't understand? Stay updated. Do you know what is happening in your life currently? Stay updated. You don't understand? And evolving social media algorithm to ensure your brand stay relevant. Another thing is be open. Be open to learning and growing. When they say there is training, be ready, be willing to join. Be open to learning and growing and embrace new opportunities for personal and professional development. And in conclusion, in conclusion, in conclusion, in conclusion, you need to build a strong personal brand as a journey that requires time, effort, and consistency. You need to know that building a strong personal brand is a journey that requires time, effort, and consistency. In your life, in network marketing, you came to build personal brand. It is not a one-day thing. It is a journey. Keep building. Keep working on yourself. The day you give up, you have given up on your brand. The day you quit, you have quit on your brand. You have quit on the process that is making you. So you have to keep building on it. By defining your brand, crafting a compelling message, leveraging social media, and monitoring your progress, you can create a powerful personal brand that sets you apart in network marketing industry. And remember that your personal brand is a reflection of who you are and what you stand for. So be authentic, be passionate, and be true to yourself. I'll take it again. Your personal brand is a reflection of who you are and what you stand for. So be authentic, be passionate, and be true to yourself. What do you stand for? What do people know you for? Do they mention your name? And people around will say, don't mind that girl, don't mind that guy. It's an unserious person. No. Everything you do forms an image for you. Everything you do. I was talking to some people some days ago. I said, do you know that people are already talking about you? Do you know that people are seeing arrogance in you? Do you know that people are seeing misdemeanor in you? Do you know that people are seeing uselessness in you? You may not know, but it's forming an image for you. It's forming a brand for you. And that is why you have to be very careful. You don't understand the